And I'm like, man, I'm panicking. My heart is just, I'm freaking out, man. I'm like, oh man, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's it gonna do? What's gonna happen? What up, Go World? It's me, your boy JDZ, and I'm back at you with another Go Format video. We finally did it. We made it. We made it, baby. 100 subscribers. I knew that we would make it eventually. I just didn't think it would be this quick. I never would have imagined that people actually enjoy tuning in to what I'm doing, or digging the vibes, or rolling with me so far. It really means a whole lot. I cannot thank you all enough for coming in, watching the videos, interacting with the videos, helping me out. My game is improving. Shout out to most of you for doing that. But yeah, this is definitely only the beginning. We got a long way to go, but 100 is a great milestone, and I really can't thank you enough. So this video is the 100 subscriber special. This is the video that you need to interact with if you want to participate in that giveaway. The rules are very simple. All you have to do is, 1, you gotta like this video. 2, you have to be subscribed to the channel, obviously. 3, you have to be a part of the goformat.com Discord, because that's how I'm going to be able to interact with you a lot easier. And 4, you got to comment something, and it's got to be funny. It's got to be punny. There's got to be something in the comments. I'm going to read all of them, obviously, and I'm going to pick the ones that are the best. And then we're going to do some kind of bracket situation to figure out who is going to walk away with that deck. But first, I think I got some mail. Let's see what the mailman brought for us today. Let's see what we got some mail time. Let's check it out.
The mail's here. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
All right. Speaking of that free Goat Format deck giveaway, I got some mail that you might be interested to see. So let's check it out. Let's see what the mailman brought for me today. First, I have this one envelope. I got the super rare soul release. Yeah. So I got the soul release. Like I said, I didn't know that soul release came in super rare. I was just cruising online or somewhere, and I think I saw somebody playing with a super rare soul release, and I was like, man, back when I played, soul release was an extremely common card, and a lot of people didn't use it. People really don't use it today, but I think it's got some merit. It's got some legs. All this chaos turbo all over the place. Maybe taking in a nice soul release might be able to help you out in a lot of those situations. I don't know. What do you guys think of soul release? I didn't have this version, this super rare version, so now I do. That's why I bought it. Soul release. It wasn't that expensive, a couple bucks. Get you a soul release super rare if you're into that kind of thing. My 8 brain likes a little shine every now and then, so I just go ahead and get it when I can. All right, moving on, we got the next thing. Oh, this one is from someone that you all may know. Again, shout out to Star TCG cards for sending me that soul release. Good price, showed up, good condition, good protection, not too bad. Soul release. All right, so this one is from someone that you all may know. I'm trying not to dox anybody showing their address, but I buy a lot of cards from SDL Killer in the Discord. SDL Killer is definitely one of the best Warrior players, definitely a top 10 player in this game. He's also a great retailer. He's got a good little situation going on. He can go out and he can win the cards, and then he can turn around and sell the cards because he's so good at playing this game, and he's always playing in these luxury tournaments, and he's a fantastic duelist and a fantastic retailer. So I've bought cards from SDL Killer several times before, and they always come at a good price, and they're always on time. So I got that. Oh, we got a little package over here. Put that off to the side. I got two. We got a little mini package here. Shout out to you, SDL Killer. So we'll go through this one first. So if you didn't know, I bought these cards from SDL Killer, and this is going to be a large bulk of the giveaway that's going to be happening. So shout out to SDL Killer when you see him, or if you see him around, for unbeknowingly sponsoring this giveaway. So I got the 2,000 Eyes of Strix. Okay, that's cool. A little beginning of a fusion deck. You're going to need some 1,000 Eyes to go in this format at some point if you're new to it. Some robust some robust packaging. Some of that. All right, we're getting in there. All right, got this. This is a tape. This is a tape case. I ain't seen one of these in a long time. Let's see. All right, let's open that bad boy up. All right, so this is going to be basically the bones of the deck that's going to be given away, and I'll just add some other cards to it, and that will be showed in full on the next video when we determine who's going to be the winner. All right, so you got the Pot of Greed. Okay, got to have the upstarts. We got Mystical Space Typhoon, Heavy Storm, Grace of Charity, 2 Noblemen. Got the Duo de Delinquents. I like that. I might actually have to keep this one. I might have to trade out this Delinquent Duo because I actually like that French. Payez, 1,000 life points. Votre adversaire. That's French. That's really cool. I might have to see something about that. I got the Snatch. I'll upgrade your Snatch. That Snatch got some life to it. I might have to hook you out with a better Snatch. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. 3 Jarred Reeds. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Got the Mirror Force. Ring of Destruction. Breaker. Sangan. 3 Gatekeeper Spy. 3 Decoichis. Tsukiyomi. 3 times Thunder Dragon. 3 times Magician of Faith. And Sinister Serpent. So the rest of the stuff, like your BLS and your Chaos Sorcerers and all that stuff, they will be added to this deck. I will have the full deck. I already got some nice brand new sleeves for you, Dragon Shields over here for you, and we'll box that thing up and I'm going to send it out. So remember to you have to like, you got to comment, you have to be in the Discord, and you have to say something funny in the thing, and you might get picked. But yeah, so this is my haul today. This is pretty much your haul today, or whoever is the winner of this contest, and that's how we're going to do it. So what do you guys think? Make sure you like, share, and continue to subscribe. I am so appreciative of where we are so far, but this is only the beginning. This is not us getting complacent. We're going to go straight to the top, and it starts with you. So if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, just go ahead and do it now. Thank you. All right, now back to the program. All right, so that was another mail time. I love mail time. I love getting mail. Thank you, SDL again. Thank you SDLK for sending me that and unbeknowingly sponsoring the free deck giveaway. All right, quick recap. Last video, I got a very erroneous victory over a good friend of mine through some shiesty means by accident. Again, total accident. Did not mean to do that. But now I am going head up with Ivan Rossitto. So I'm sure everyone watching this video knows exactly who Ivan Rossitto is, but I'll go ahead and give my own interpretation of who I think Ivan is. At this point in my GOAT format career, I am basically, if you're familiar with the show One Punch Man, you know, the Moomin rider, the dude that's just is huffing along on the bike, you know, just getting bodied. That's kind of me right now. Ivan is definitely like a S rank level monster destroying the city right now. The dude is hot, man. He's won or topped like every single event that has been out since he's hit the scene. Like, he hit the scene and he's got one of the highest winning percentages like since the revival came back. The run that he's on right now is extremely incredible. He is literally the #1 ranked player right now. So he's always watching, he's always studying, he's always learning the rules. He never takes it easy. It's always win. He's a win first, make it happen kind of player, you know. And actually, shout out to Ivan again, because he actually took me up on one of my challenges. In my previous video, I charged, if you will, all these top ranked players, like, hey man, you guys are a wealth of information. You need to get that information out there. Pick up a camera and start a YouTube channel. Or more of you top ranked players, if you're watching this, go ahead and grab a camera, grab some stuff, and talk about it. Lucas, you know what I'm saying? We'll pick up a camera. You know what I'm saying? Delinquent, pick up a camera. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking all y'all. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, pick up a camera. Ivan. And Ivan actually said, you know what? I will do that. And he grabbed a camera and he started a YouTube channel. So I will link his channel below. He's just him telling you how it is and how he makes the move and his thought processes of going through it. So I will link that. It's very informative stuff. So get over there, take it right from the horse's mouth, and check him out. So I'll put that in there. But anyway, so I know this going into it. Ivan is He's definitely someone that I look up to in the game. He's definitely a mentor. He kind of showed me the ropes, and he'll look at some of my replays and he'll analyze what I'm doing. He's definitely helping me become better. But in this tournament, I know that he's not going to say, "Hey, JD, you're somebody who's trying. Let me just help you out." No, there's going to be no sympathy. There's going to be no compassion. There's going to be no quarters given. He's going to absolutely try to destroy me. But one thing I know I have going for me, I have this little trick, man. Maybe I can catch him. I can catch him off guard, and catch him lacking, and then I can just spring it on him, and then we'll see how it goes. To say that, oh man, you're being intimidated, that's kind of a stretch, because at the same time, I know who I am, I know what I'm about. Being intimidated is not that, but I know that he is definitely a better Yu-Gi-Oh player than I am currently at the moment. He has a deck that he is extremely comfortable with, and it's going to be very difficult for me to defeat him in this game. So knowing that, I'm just trying to prepare myself and try not to make any mistakes, and I'm playing kind of tight. But yeah. So again, for the deck that I'm using that same deck. I'll go ahead and try to place the deck that I'm using right here, and you guys can check it out and tell me what you think again. Cool. So with that, we will go ahead and jump directly into the replay. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to teach the class this afternoon. I'm gonna need a substitute.
Son of a... You done messed up, Aaron.
Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I will, since this is the 100 subscriber special, I will not do another sub pun going forward. If you just go ahead and just hit the button, and we can move on. Shout out to you guys. If you're digging what's happening here, continue to dig what's happening here, and we're going to grow this thing, because that's what it's all about. But with that, I will go ahead and jump directly into the replay. JDZ versus the Mad King Titan Ivan Rossitto. This is going to be what it is. But I ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, at any point, at any time, I will lace him up with anybody and I will play. I may not win. I may almost win. I may punt. I may choke. I may squander the victory, but I'm still going to play, because that's what it's all about, baby. Anybody can get it at any time. Right. So here we are at the replay. Like I said, I know I got Ivan in the house. I know Ivan is an extremely talented Yu-Gi-Oh player, and I know that it's going to be very difficult to defeat him in this situation. But still, you got to play. That's who you line up with. That's who you got to go against. That's my fault for being a low-ranking person, and maybe in the future I can increase my rank, and I might not have to play the highest-ranking person before, in the early rounds. But that's how it is. So, all right. So the first thing I want to do, same thing, like always. I always like to do a little scouting report. Just check out. Been sitting at a good 651. Obviously, that 651 is not going to be accurate to what he is capable of. I'm not sure how often he plays on the ladder. I know he does a lot of training matches with, teammates or other players. He's trying to get better, so he's probably not on the ladder grinding as much as he possibly could. I'm sure if he really pushed it, he can get that a lot higher. But 651, I'm still rocking the 676. But yeah, so let's just hop on and see how it goes. I go ahead and throw paper. I haven't thrown scissors. That sucks,
Round
in this match, you definitely want to be going
fight.
first, get in on that advantage early, and see what you can do. So I opened Thundergrag. Oh my goodness. Okay, every time I watch these replays, it just makes me sick, because I opened 2 Thunder Dragons so much. It's ridiculous. I hate it, but the card is so good. You kind of be at a disadvantage if you don't play it in this turbo matchup, or whenever you're doing like a chaos, any type of chaos, you kind of be at a disadvantage if you're not playing Thunder Dragons. But it's so good. But opening 2 of them as consistently as I do is just super duper frustrating. But I do have this Graceful Charity, and they can kind of bail me out of it. But still, having 2 in the first hand sucks, and I'm going second. The opponent gets Tsukiyomi, Book of Moon, Gravekeeper Spy, Jar of Greed, Solemn Judgment. I get the 2 Thunder Dragons, Royal Decree, the double Trogdor curses on me again. Royal Decree, Metamorphosis, Graceful Charity. So opponent goes first. He go ahead and sets the Gravekeeper Spy, sets the Jar of Greed, and pass. And me, again, it's very difficult for me right now at my current state, and I'm getting better. I'm starting to to as I play more turbo matchups, I'm starting to realize, hey, Jar Greed is usually going to be first and everything else is going to be next. But still, when you see the double set, you just always assume, hey man, it's Solemn Judgment, it's Wing Blast, it's all these Regeki breaks, it's all this stuff, and it gets into my psychology pretty tough, and I got to learn how to fight through that better. But I draw the Magician of Faith. So in this situation, like I said, I've studied a lot of Ivan matches. I've watched several hours of his gameplay, and I've noticed that if you play Thunder Dragon and you play Graceful Charity, chances of Ivan playing Solemn Judgment, if he has it, is extremely high. And my hand's kind of bricked up right now, so I really want this Graceful Charity to go through. So I go ahead and Thunder Dragon up. And I set the Royal Decree. I do that because I am assuming that those are Solemn Judgments, but they very well could be. And I don't want to get my Graceful Charity negated. I want it to go through so I can have more options to play the game a little bit better. If that's right call, wrong call, I don't know, but that's what I did, and that's what I decided to do. But hence, I was definitely played, because that was in fact Jar of Greed number 1, Jar of Greed number 2, and the opponent gets into the Thunder Dragon and the Dekoichi. Flips the Grapefruit Spy. So now he's got the 2 Solemn Judgments that I was afraid of, that I thought those were. No, he actually got 2 of them. So I'm in a world of hurt. But I'm not looking too bad, because I do have this Royal Decree already set up, ready to go. Thumbs up, thumbs up. So I just got to eat this smooth 24 to the face. There's really nothing I can do about it. I just got to take it. Price is doing business. Opponent go ahead and Thunder Dragons up. Adds 2 to the hand. Love to see it. Keep it moving. He sets a Dekoichi. Sets Solemn Judgment number 1. Sets Book of Moon. Pass. I am phased going to hit this Royal Decree, because I know if I try to wait on it and try to catch another trap, it's going to just meet Solemn Judgment anyway. So I might as well at least try to do what I can to knock those traps off while I can. I draw into the Nobleman of Crossout. And then I go ahead and play the Graceful Charity, because now I know he can't play the Solemn Judgment. But maybe I probably should have, I don't know what you guys think. Maybe I should have played this Nobleman first, get out whatever that's going to be, because maybe it's something that I have, and then I can play the Graceful for more cards. Or I play the Graceful first and then Nobleman. That's kind of what I kind of do back and forth. But in this case, I definitely went Graceful first, and then I'm going to go Nobleman second. I get the Tsukiyomi, Ring of Destruction, and another Magician of Faith. Like, had this been Magician of Faith set and I Nobleman here, all of my faiths are gone, and this card could be something else, and it would have, maybe helped me or hurt me. I don't know. You tell me what do you guys do in this situation? I go and discard both of the Thunder Dragons, set Magician of Faith, play Nobleman on the Dekoichi, and then I go meta. I don't know about that meta. That might have been a very erroneous meta. I think I'm doing too much. I'm pressing because I feel like I'm behind. I feel like he's got this huge board presence, and he's got this huge board presence, and I'm trying to just make something happen. So maybe that was pretty much a misplay. I don't think I should have done that. Probably should have waited a little bit longer. Let the faith go. Let something develop, and then maybe get my Graceful Charity back and get more plays going that way, instead of just trying to force feed this Thousand Eyes on the field for no real reason. I mean, I really didn't gain much for that. And yeah, he just books it anyway. So that was kind of a misplay. That was a bit much. But when you get into these, at least I do. I did then, especially. I'm really working hard on it now. But whenever I get behind, I just start pressing, trying to make something happen, trying to catch up, trying to get back in. And I end up making like plays like that, like really, really risky high roll plays, and it usually costs me in the long run. So I'm working on that and trying to just kind of chill out a little bit, maintain, and then let the game come to me more instead of just trying to rush it. So if you find yourself doing that too, maybe you should try that. It might work, or it won't, and then you'll just get bodied, and then you try something else. We'll see. So he brings down the Suki. Flips the spy. So then he's got 3 spies on me with the Tsukiyomi, and his damage is just really, really piling up. And my Royal Decree is just working for him now, because I got this dead ring, I got the dead Tsukiyomi, I got the Magician of Faith. So yeah, that faith would have converted into another graceful charity, and that would have gone a lot farther than my Thousand Eyes ever would have. And then he goes heavy here, just to make his Solemn Judgment live. I draw into another Metamorphosis. I go ahead and set the ring. I set the Tsukiyomi, and I pass. I do that because Tsukiyomi can make like a faux wall against these things, because you can just flip itself back down, and that might be enough to kind of hold out and let me recalibrate myself a little bit. Opponent go ahead and gets the Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed up into Tribe Infected Virus and Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Go ahead and summons the Tribe. Swings in with the Gravekeeper Spy, and I just go ahead and ring up the Tribe right now, because I don't wanna, set it or have it die. That's like my only line of defense right now. So I figure if I could just ring it up now, that's less I have to worry about. But my opponent doesn't Solemn Judgment that, which is interesting, because if they Solemn there, then they just kind of super win. I don't know. Maybe he's playing around this being a spy as well, and then just trying to save it, because game is basically imminent with this ring. With this Solemn Judgment and the Wing Blast is pretty much over. So I'm sure Ivan knows that. So there's no point of wasting the Solemn Judgment, because anything can happen off the top of the deck for me. I go ahead and I draw into the Sword. I go ahead and one light, one dark, bring down the Sword, and Ivan just go ahead and think about that. He's going to rip Solemn Judgment here for 31, killing the Sork. I'm going to set another Magician of Faith and set the Metamorphosis. Opponent going in phase, sends my Magician of Faith back to the top of the deck. Going to sacks up the Spy for a Thunder Dragon. Thunder Dragon into, and that's pretty much RIP for your boy. I'm going down here. Yeah, so that just kind of shows like these top players. Ivan specifically, he's going to play a complete game. The game is going to be, he's not going to make a lot of mistakes. So if you're out there and you're not playing a tight game and you're not matching him with, making brilliant move, you're making a lot of mediocre moves, and you're making a lot of mistakes, he's going to capitalize on that, and you will suffer defeat as I just did. I felt like I got a little too, once I opened with a bad hand, I started pressing and start doing things out of pocket, and then that eventually is going to cause your demise. But one thing I do have going for me is now I know I'm going into game 2. I haven't deployed my skill drain strategy yet, so now I can unleash that. Ratio wise, I'm not sure exactly what the ratios are, because I was experimenting with different ratios depending on the matchup. Sometimes I'll leave in like a small goat package, sometimes I'll go full blown skill drain. I don't know, so I don't really remember exactly what I did ratio wise on this, but I know that the skill drains are in and the royal decrees are out, anticipating that my opponent will bring in more Tsukiyomi, more things to interact with Thousand Eye stuff. So ironically enough, which I didn't tabulate in my planning, is that a lot of the stuff that interacts with Thousand Eyes Restrict kind of also interacts with skill drain as well. The Book of Moons and things of that sort. So maybe it's something I need to think about next time. I back to the drawing board. So we're going into game 2. Like I said, I'm feeling pretty upset about it. Kind of sad, kind of tight, but at the same time, it is what it is. You just got it. Now I'm playing fast and loose, going into game 2, nothing to lose. Number 1 player, who am I? Let's just go out here and have fun and just send it, which the attitude I need to maintain at all times. So I draw the Mr. Tomato, Metamorphosis, Norman Crossout, Goblin Attack Force, Sangan. Opponent gets the Upstart, Solemn Judgment, Magician of Faith, Thunder Dragon, Phoenix Wing, Wind Blast. So I got the Goblin Attack Force. That's my spirit animal right now. I'm feeling pretty tight, so let's go ahead and rock. So I draw into the Zumbira, and I'm like, okay, cool. So in my head, I remember this game. I was like, in my head, I'm thinking I want to play it slow. I don't want to I don't want to show my hand too much, because maybe I can get him in a spot where I can just hit him with it, and then it might just be a quick, like a blast, and it might take him out. But if I just start, hard summon Goblin Attack Force right now, it's going to blow the whole thing. So I'm still trying to kind of be secretive, trying to play it slow and see what happens. So I go ahead and summon the Mystic Tomato, and I set the Nobleman cross out. I do that because I don't want to get him crossed out. And let's see what he does about that. I probably should have set it still, just to kind of play the game. Like, hey, maybe that's a Dekoichi or Mystic level 1, Mystic Dark Mimic level 1 or something, and he can maybe mind control it, or he can Nobleman or something. I don't know. But I went in and summoned it. Whatever. Opponent went Thunder Dragons up. Add 2 to the hand. Go ahead and up starts. Give me a free skill drain payment. No big deal. Sets the Magician of Faith, sets the Wing Blast, and pass. So I'm like, cool. I draw into the Graceful Charity right now. All right. So I go ahead and hit the Nobleman on the Magician of Faith first this time, instead of drawing. But this time, as you can see, my opponent removes 3, which is huge for me. That's less that I have to worry about. But I only removed the 1. So now maybe, because obviously my opponent is going to be looking at this information, because again, they're always in receive mode. All information is critical information. So one Magician of Faith going out in this situation is going to raise some alarms, like, hey, this guy has 1 to 2 copies of Magician of Faith in his hand right now. I need to keep that in my mind. So that's probably where he's at with it. So I banish the 1, and then I go ahead and Graceful up. Opponent's cool with it. 1, 2, 3. I discard the Sangan, and I discard the Metamorphosis. So he sees that discard, and he's probably like, hold up. So now he's got a Faith. He's got to probably have another Metamorphosis in his hand. So he probably thinks my hand is Faith, Metamorphosis, because of the discards that I just made. Because why would I discard Sangan? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. And I go ahead and MST here, which, I don't know if that was the way to go with it. Maybe I should have waited on that too. Again, just want to make something happen. I'm just playing cards, man. So opponent going to change the Phoenix Wing Wind Blast to the Mystic Tomato, and I just hard summoned another one. So now, with that, I think that was probably an erroneous play too, because if I'd have just stopped to think, maybe he thinks my hand is something else, and I set that Mystic Tomato, he's going to do something different. So I summoned it again, just try to get some damage up. I don't know, probably misplay. I definitely should have set that Mystic Tomato, and then I pass, setting the skill drain behind it. Opponent goes and draws into the Book of Moon, sets the Spy, sets the Solemn Judgment, sets the Book of Moon. In phase, I play skill drain. So now the cat is officially out of the bag. I am now playing skill drain, and my opponent's like, all right, game on, new game. He just completely reverts his whole mindset, and now he switches it over because he knows this is not the original plan that he was prepared for. So I'm sure he's tracking all now. All is on the table. I draw into the same as Tomato again. I go and bring down the Goblin Attack Force, which again I think is another misplay, because I know that this Goblin Attack Force can match Chaos Sorcerer blow for blow, and if I bring down Zambira, I can clear anything he's got in the deck, and then the Zambira under skill drain 21 beats 2000. So I should have saved this, but again, I'm bad. Whatever. So I swing in with the Mystic Tomato, thinking that maybe it's Dekoichi or Sangan or somebody. It is in fact not. It is Gravekeeper Spy, so I take that clean chip damage, and then he books up the Goblin Attack Force. No big deal. He's set. Opponent go ahead and hits into the Goblin Attack Force, sacks up for the Thunder Dragon, basically just to get his dark in the graveyard, and then he got his light in the graveyard, and then Sork's going to be ready for combat. Opponent sets the Solemn Judgment, pass. I draw into another skill drain. I bring down the Zambira. Zambira swings into the Thunder Dragon. He lets it ride, and I swing in for 14. Opponent draws into the Upstart Goblin. When I rips it down, I get another skill drain payment. No big deal. Opponent slaps down the Chaos Sorcerer. Chaos Sorcerer's on me, which sucks. That's a huge flaw in this deck too. This is version 1. I've since made several other versions, and I've changed some of the things around. And chaos from the opponent on this deck is very bad because there's not a lot of natural removal. I got some smashing ground. I got like Nidori and stuff in there, but it's just not enough. So when they get their chaos on you, you got to be ready to figure out a way to get rid of it when it comes, because it's coming. You got to get rid of it faster. So he's on me, and if I had this Goblin Attack Force, maybe, you know, that'd been pretty sick with it. I get the Book of Moon, and I summon the Mystic Tomato, and I just say, you know what? I'm playing it fast. I'm playing it loose. I'm just going to swing. You know, I'm just gonna swing, and I go and crash into the Sork. Get out the Nidori. I crash into the Sork again, killing the Sork and killing the Nidori, taking that chip damage, and I swing in for 14. And I just set the Book of Moon. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He gets the Tribe Infecting Virus, slaps it down, slaps down that Tribe, swings into the Mystic Tomato, and I book him. You know, why not? Got a little bit of laggage. I go and book the Tribe and pass. I draw into another skill drain, so I'm just like getting all the skill. I just drew skill drains back to back to back. That's harsh. You don't want to see that, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. That's part of the game. And I go ahead and send it into the Tribe, and I pass. Opponent goes MST. MST, set the Dekoichi, set the MST, pass. I draw the Torrential Tribute. Set the TT. Go ahead and on the attack declaration, the opponent go ahead and hits the MST on the skill drain. I chain another skill drain. The opponent go ahead and Solemn Judgment that, which sucks for me. Gets his card. It's a Nobleman Crocodile, which is, you know, I don't have anything that I plan on setting. I mean, maybe he's got Book of Moon. He could just book it and then Nobleman or something like that. But again, Nobleman's doing nothing for him in this matchup. Opponent going and sets the Nobleman as a decoy and then sets the Spy. I get the Thunder Dragon, which, I mean, now he's coming. I mean, that's fine. At least it's not 2 in my freaking hand, so I'm fine with this. Trogdor up. One skill drain here. Again, 3rd skill drain, so he's probably like, dude, what the hell is going on? Why do you have so many damn skill drains, bro? Come on. Give me something. So I hit into another Spy, take some more chip damage, and I'm like, whatever, dude. Opponent gets the Book of Moon, sets it. I get the Zumbira again. Zumbira go ahead and swings into the Spy. Opponent books it, which is cool. Knocks it, which is cool, and then sets a Jar Greed. So he's playing me like a fiddle in all regards. Opponent gets the Tsukiyomi. Go ahead and Jar Greeds up into the Heavy Storm. Rips the Heavy Storm, and I chain the Scapegoats. I don't know what all my ratios are, but I just left like some rogue Scapegoats in there just for some defense and some stall ability, man. And he played it heavy, and I didn't want to feel like a complete schmuck, so I just went ahead and chained him. Maybe I should have thought about it a little bit more and decided not to chain him, because that's just they're gonna kind of, you know, just lock me out, because I got really nothing. He's just kind of chilling now. He's got the Spy and defense, and there's really nothing I can do, because all my monsters are going to be, all my heavy hitting monsters that I get brought in, I can't really summon any of them because I'm all locked out. But I just chain them, and that's just what I did. I'm pretty sure that was probably a misplay as well. I draw into the Delinquent Duo, and I just pass. Opponent gets the Wing Blast, gets another Spy, sets. So he just adding stuff in, you know, getting his pluses on me. I get the Mirror Force. I'm gonna set it, switch defense, pass. Opponent draws for another Jar Greed. I get the ring. I set the ring and pass. So I'm looking at his life points, man, and I'm like, dude, if I could just get this ring to pop off, man, that could be a win too. BLS comes down. I got this ring. Something can happen with this ring. Maybe I can make the ring work out. Opponent gets a Snatch Steal. All right, go ahead and pass because he's fine with it. And then I draw into the Sword, which sucks, man, because if I didn't have these damn goats, man, I probably could I probably could, if I didn't have these goats, I probably could have the Sork down, maybe even attempt to ring the Sork or just start banishing his darks because he's got Lion Dark anyway, so maybe not. I don't know. I could just start swinging again. Cause I'm kind of just sitting here, and I hate just sitting. That's one of my biggest weaknesses, just sitting. So I'm just sitting here, and I feel like when I'm just sitting, I'm not doing anything, and I'm just gonna wait to lose. So I'm just sitting here, I'm chilling. Opponent Jar reads up into the Nobleman Cross out. Sets the Tsukiyomi, pass. I draw into another Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah, my Chaos is live. Okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah, this sucks. So maybe I probably even could go ring on the token and then just start banishing where I can, swinging and banishing. I don't know. You tell me what the right play is. I have no clue. And then if they try something, I just freaking ring the Sork. I have no clue. But I end up sacking up the Mrs. Tomato for a Thunder Dragon. And I just swing into the Tsukiyomi. Opponent draws into the Trench of Tribute. Brings down the Breaker here. So the Breaker is on me, and I'm like, man, if he doesn't pick this ring, I'm not going to use it. Like I will chain this ring in response to the Breaker picking which one. Is that even legal? I don't know. Do I have to chain it in response? Can I do that? I don't know. So I'm thinking I can, and I just he picks the ring, so I use the ring. If he didn't pick that ring, I would not have used it. I would just let it happen. So I ring up, and he goes down to he goes down to. Wait, could I have ringed at night? Is there a possible way to ring at 19? Or he has priority to remove the counter, and then I would have to. It's always going to be 16. Never mind. So that sucks. Opponent got 300. I got 2,000. Ring did not work out. I draw into Book of Moon now, which is pretty sick. Set it. Flip the Thunder Dragon. And pass. So now I'm thinking like, okay, he's getting pretty low, and he's getting pretty low. And as I've mentioned before, I've watched a lot of Ivan games. I've seen him play a bunch, and I know that he's got this move where he'll just wait, and then he'll get all his chaos stuff, and then he'll TTU, and then chaos push for game. I know that is something in the bag of tricks that he can pull off. So I'm thinking like, hey man, I gotta make something happen to defend myself before this pops off on me. I want to go ahead and pot of greeds up. Gets the Delinquent Duo, which is dead. But sets the Sinister Serpent and pass. So I'm sitting here, I'm still like in a full panic, basically. And at the same time, what I should have been doing, like what the good players probably do, he's going through a lot of his deck. I probably can start going through the graveyard because there's a lot of cards in there. I can go through what's already been played, what's on the field, and kind of deduce what potentially could be in his hand and what is potentially left in his deck, and kind of play the ratios and then make my informed decision. But I'm not doing any of that. I'm just kind of just sending it, being fast and loose, and just having a go at it. So I knocked the Serp, which is cool. I probably should have knocked this Spy, which I knew was a Spy, and that's another issue I need to get off of the game. But I knocked the Serpent, hit the Unknown, whatever. So I saw the Serpent not in his hand, and I go ahead and play the Delinquent Duo, and I'm praying that I can hit some type of chaos, because if you notice, he only has one Sork in here. He's got 7 cards left. Obviously, one of these has to be Blackluster or Sork, just the numbers wise. 2 out of 10, you got to play it. So I ripped the Duo. I'm thinking he's probably been holding the chaos for a while. Roll it up. 6. It's a knock, which sucks. So he got rid of 2 super dead cards at my expense. Opponent draws into the Jar of Greed. And sets a Jar of Greed pass. I draw into a Traveling Technic Virus. And I'm still just kind of sitting here. It sucks, man, because like I've goat locked myself, for lack of better words. Opponent Jar Greeds into Graceful Charity. Graceful Charity And I'm like, man, he's got 4 cards left. I'm not feeling terrible about it at all. But if my brain, if my brain was big, if my brain was just a mega brain like some of these players out here, I should have known that the TT Wombo combo was something that was a possibility. And what I should have done is just switch this Thunder Dragon back to attack mode and attacked this spy. And then that would prevent him from just flipping it. But it doesn't matter. You got this Sangan or whatever. You could just summon it and then TT me that way. So there's really no wrong way to eat a Reese's, but that's just I didn't do any of that. I was just kind of just sitting here just waiting to let it happen. So I draw into another Zumbira, which is really, so I'm really pissed that I played those goats. That really kind of backfired on me as well. So I'm sitting here, he's got 1 card left and he's got to kill me like right now. And I'm like, okay, how's it going to happen? What's he going to do? All right, what's going to happen? He's going to flip the Gravekeeper Spy and he's going to TT. So I'm like, cool, boom. All the stuff is gone. And I'm sitting here. I got Mirror Force. I have Book of Moon. And he has already played Heavy. He's already played MST. Just looking at his graveyard. So obviously that set card is going to be Wing Blast. And it's going to be... Yeah, it's gonna be Wing Blast or Ring or one of these 3 cards. One of the combination of those 3 cards. I didn't do any of this, any analyzation. I just kind of was winging it. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, boom. And I'm like, man, I'm panicking. My heart is just, I'm freaking out, man. I'm like, oh man, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna do? What's gonna happen? BLS. So 1 light, 1 dark, and he sends the BLS first. This is such a smart move. He really worked my mind. Like if that would have been Sork right there, I'd have been like, all right, I'm good. I'd have relaxed a little bit, and I would have just let it develop. But he put that BLS down, and like the biggest jabroni that you could ever make, the biggest low IQ individual that you can ever imagine, I ripped this Pokemon immediately. Why, I don't know. This man didn't come anywhere near the battle phase. This man didn't do he didn't click the battle phase. He didn't click effect. He didn't ask if something's okay. He didn't do anything. He just slapped that thing down and I Book a Moon right away. Because I'm like, all right, if I Book a Moon him here, he can't kill me. Which if I'd have just waited, just do nothing and just wait, the game's different. So I'm like, okay, I'm super sad about it. So I book right away. Opponent, without hesitation, go ahead and Wing Blast my set. And I'm super sad. Like, I am just the saddest man that you've ever met because he's got the Sork backing it up right there. And I'm like, good grief, I misplayed that so terribly, man. I misplayed that so terribly. And I watched this replay like a few times after it happened because I was like, man, I was right there. I was close. And I punted that. But so let's think about it. I had the Book of Moon. I had the Mirror Force. He summons BLS. The only thing he can do, he can Wing Blast one of the other. He can Wing Blast one or the other, sending one or the other back to the top of the deck, and I then chain. And then he has to go ahead and attack with the other one. And then I Mirror Force. And then I draw, and then I just win because he doesn't have any cards left. But again, breaks my heart still to watch these videos. Super sad about it, but that is what it is. Shout out to my competitor Ivan. He's a great, fantastic Yu-Gi-Oh player, and I learned every loss is a lesson. Every game I play is a lesson. I'm learning each day, and I'm getting better and better each time I play, especially when you're playing someone of this caliber. So tell me what you guys think. I got beat pretty handily. There's really not a lot to say. I misplayed horribly at the end, but that's the way love goes sometimes. You gotta keep thugging. So it is what it is. But guess what? Each loss is a lesson. You learn something and you grow, not just in Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's in life. You know, these are life lessons as well. You know what I'm saying? So take what you can out of this Yu-Gi-Oh thing, because Yu-Gi-Oh is a game and it's fun, but these are life lessons, you know. So every loss you take is a lesson. And I took a loss right here and I learned something. I don't think I'll ever take another loss like this again. Not like this. I take some fantastic, spectacular losses, you know. So this one, I'm not gonna lose like this again, but it is what it is. Shout out to Ivan. wonderful competitor, wonderful Yu-Gi-Oh player. I enjoy watching what he's doing. Again, if you want to learn more about this game, check out his channel. Again, I'll link it in the description. He's just kind of give you the sauce on how he's doing different moves and why he's making certain plays, and you know, it's real chill. So it's definitely check him out. And again, more top players, you should all do the same. It's not that hard. For it is very hard sometimes, but you know, a lot of times you just want to kick it a little bit. It ain't that bad. But yeah, this video is coming out on a Monday, so FLC has already happened. Shout out to whoever won that. I'm not going to jinx myself again. I'm not even going to say it's me, because it's definitely, you know what? Shout out to whoever it is that won FLC. You are probably very good as well, because it's going to be a huge tournament. And the 30th. So the 30th of January is going to be the GFC. It's going to be another super mega huge GOAT format tournament. If you are about this GOAT format game, you need to be playing in it. So if I see you on the ladder and you're inboxing me and you're saying, hey, what's up? I'm going to say, what's up back, of course. But the next thing I'm going to say is, are you playing in these tournaments? And a lot of times people are saying, nah, I'm not playing. Nah, I'm not playing. Nah, I'm not playing. Nah, you need to get in there. Get in there and start playing. It's lots of fun. It's something to do. Let's make this bad boy grow. If you're not playing, go ahead and, you know, convince other people that they should play or whatever. Anybody you talk to in your Yu-Gi-Oh life or whatnot. But again, shout out to the 100 subscribers. This is only the beginning. This is the starting point. 100 is, you know, if you're digging the vibes, if you're digging the journey, if you want to continue to ride, continue to do that. It means a lot to me. And I'm going to continue to try to do more commentary for the tournaments that I either play in. If I don't win or if I'm taking a break, I'll jump in and do some commentary. That was lots of fun. I got a chance to do commentary on the Patreon tournament. That was extremely fun. I enjoyed doing that. I did some commentary for the GOAT Community Italia GOAT Championship Series Volume 5. We did some commentary for that. That was super fun. So again, if you want some commentary, if you got something that you want to get commentated, or you want, hey JD, I want you to look at this video and put your, what do you think about it? I'll think some stuff about it and I'll tell you what I think about it and I'll send it back to you. No problem. I don't mind. Anything GOAT format related, I'm about it. So like I said, this video was fun to make. I had a pleasure and a blast making this video. I will continue to do that if you continue to watch. So thank you for your viewership. And that's all I have to say. JDZ Plays GOATs. Until the next one, shout out. Shout out to the OGs. Salute to the real ones, man. I couldn't do it without y'all. And we're going to keep this thing rocking. Until the next one. Peace.
This program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.